All right, and we're back. This is episode 181 of the Taproom podcast, and I'm your host, Mike. It is early in the morning, 7:53 to be exact, and I'm a little tired. I had a great day with Jizzy, but before we get into all that sounded bad, but Jake's my brother, obviously. Jizzy's my brother. I had a great time with them yesterday, but this episode is with 1852 Brew Co. out in Visalia. It was with Jeremy Schultz, the owner, Matt Bolden, the head brewer. Man, it was such a great time hanging out with them. I can't say enough good things about them. It was just so much fun. I had a freaking great time. And when I walked in that place, and I know I've talked about this already, but when I walked in, it was just like, it doesn't look as big from the outside. And then as soon as you start to walk up, you're like, damn, there's so much space. And there's they have the 2 indoor soccer fields. They have obviously the craft beer area. They have the big TVs outside. Just such a badass place to go to. If I talked about Tap Yard too. If I lived in the area, I'd be at Tap Yard and I'd be at 1852 all the time. And Jeremy and Matt, just to you guys, I just want to say thank you. I can't say enough how appreciative I am for you letting me come down and hang out with you guys and just chat over a beer. So it was a great time. And can't say enough good things. Let's see what else. I'm trying to remember all the beers I had while I was there. There was quite a few, but I know I had their West Coast, which was great. And then they sent me home with a care package. It was, man, I kind of at a loss for words. It was just I was so grateful that they let me go down there, but then also for them to do that, to send me home with beer and all that. And Jeremy has this infectious personality. And it was just man, it was so cool. I remember getting back to my sister's and I just couldn't stop talking about how much of a great time I had. So again, I'm super grateful. But yeah, coming back to yesterday, it was my brother's birthday, so we went to Green Cheek. We tried to hit Rip as well. It was a little packed, and that parking lot is tiny up on PCH, but it was a great time. We had a blast, and then we went back. I'll tell you guys a story. So we went back to my uncle's house, and I was gonna make shrimp tacos for everybody. And so when we were at Green Cheek, I'm doing the Instacart order so it can just get delivered there. And when we get back, it'll be ready. So, it'll be all the stuff will be there so I can go ahead and get to cooking. And then I realized fuck, man, they're taking forever. What's the deal? And then I went and looked and I actually placed the order to my apartment and not to my uncle's house. So I had to drive over, or I had to get over here to pick up the food and then go back and then eventually cook it. But they came out really good. I made a jalapeno salsa, which I love. That was a super simple jalapeno salsa to make for tacos. And it's almost like a waka salsa. It's so creamy. It's so creamy. Sorry, I made myself laugh there. All it is just you boil jalapenos and garlic. So jalapenos, garlic, some sea salt, avocado oil. And my recipe doesn't call for it, but I always add a little bit of chicken bouillon in there. Just gives a little something extra. All right. Yeah. So we did that, hung out. Today, I'm going to go record with Sam. I always butcher it, but Irrelevant Brewing. Yeah, there it was. I was wait a minute. I was every time I want to say it, I want to say irrelevant, but it's not. It's irrelevant. Yeah, irrelevant. I'm excited. And Sam, I met him, was it maybe 6 months ago? Maybe it was earlier than that, maybe a little later than that. But man, it's such talk about an infectious personality. That guy is awesome. And I'm so excited to talk to him. So we're going to sit down today and that'd be a good time. So I'm looking forward to that. Also going to be doing a collab episode with Wasted Content. So I'm excited for that one. I'm going to hang out with those guys on Wednesday. So yeah, looking forward to that. I think I'm going to cut this intro short because I am tired. Oh, you know what? It's fucking Shark Week, boy. I'm just going to say boys and girls. It is fucking Shark Week. Hell yes. Like they say in Big Daddy. Like the guy says, the old guy. Yeah, I'm really excited. Every year, I love Shark Week. So I'm excited to go record, but also excited to watch all the shark shit when I get home. That's going to be good. I always get just a fat-ass meal. Like today, I'm thinking King Taco, just because need some nachos in my mouth, maybe a tamale or two. But I might also just go get In-N-Out and get my 4x4, just meat and cheese. Dunk that bitch in a chocolate vanilla shake with some cheese fries on the side. You know what? Maybe even a Flying Dutchman. I don't know. If there's going to be enough time. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm excited for Shark Week. If you guys are, let me know. Oh, I am going to create an email. Because you guys know, if you guys ever have questions you want to ask for the show, you could always DM me if you're following on Instagram. But I know for some people, they don't have Instagram in certain countries. So what I was thinking about doing is just creating an email, like a specific email, like taproom questions at Gmail or something. That's not it. So don't start trying to email that, because unless somebody has it, it'll bounce back. But I'm thinking about creating an email. So if you guys have those questions and you're outside the country and you're listening, you guys can go ahead and do that, because yeah, the downloads outside the country have been getting pretty wild. So, all right, let's see, what do we got? If you'd like to support the show, you can. Do sell t-shirts. It's taproompodcast.dashery.com, where those t-shirts come from. And then also, if you like to, a free way to support the show is you just have to, if you give a 5-star review, that it helps. It helps get the show in front of more eyeballs. The more it goes up, or if you leave comments or anything like that. I think in Spotify you can leave comments on a specific episode, and then in Apple you can leave write a review. So if you do that, that would be fantastic. See also, my sponsor, sorry. If you've ever thought about starting your own show and you're unsure of yourself, unsure of maybe yourself, and then honestly unsure of because it can seem daunting. It was to me when I first started on my own. I know I've told the story, had a massive panic attack the day that I was going to record my first episode by myself. But once I hit record, it all kind of went away. So if you've ever thought about it, it's so easy. It's so cheap. You can do it with lapel mics now. So you could do that. You can pop those into your computer, or you could do it just record it on your phone. You can upload that file directly to Podbean. And if you use my link, so it's podbean.com/taproompod. Again, that's podbean.com/taproompod. You get 1 month free. And again, Podbean gives you all the tools and everything you need in order to be able to be a success. Just make sure your heart's fully in it and you want to give it a shot. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the episode with Jeremy and Matt of 1852 Brew Co. in Visalia. And stay tuned for the outro. Cheers. All right, guys, we're back in the tap room, and I'm your host, Mike, and I have two very special guests on the show today. I have the owner, Jeremy Schultz, and the head brewer, Matt Bolden, out here at 1852 Brew Co. in Visalia. How you guys doing?
Great. Good.
That's great. Glad to hear it. We got a couple beers here. I think we're all having the same one.
Yeah. Cheers. A little
the
Westy.
There we go.
Strength in.
Yeah. Oh, I like that on the glasses, no beer like home. There you go.
Yeah. It's kind of been the new slogan that we've been leaning into during the World Cup. So.
Yep. Ooh, that's tasty. Nice. So I always like to start with how you got started. Let's start with you, Jeremy. How did all this come about?
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Mike, for reaching out to us and connecting with our small brewery here in Visalia, California. We've been very fortunate to connect with our community really through a footy and brews concept, soccer and beer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my background. Soccer is kind of the DNA of who I am and my historical growing up here in the Valley. And so my business partner, Bill Cummings, co-founder of the project, and I used to own and operate Fresno Fuego, just north of here. And when we sold off the Fuego, we wanted to create a concept where we could kind of bring that soccer and beer culture to where I was born here in Visalia, California. So it's a footy and brews concept, 1852. Everybody always asks, why do you have an indoor soccer facility and brewery called 1852? And I love telling the story of our brand.
Yeah.
July 10th, 1852 is when Tulare County was incorporated.
Oh, okay.
And where we planted our flag here in Visalia, California, the city was founded in 1852.
Wow.
So that's kind of the history, or the mantra behind the brand is that, we kind of leaned into the passion of what we love, and that's soccer and beer and friendship and community. And we wanted to have something that was really the roots of this community. And that is, 1852. That's where all of this started, this whole, kind of the land of the oaks
Yeah.
in Tulare County. So
Yeah, and I was going to ask because I mean these tables are they? I'm assuming there's like an oak. Or
I
sequoia.
wish I could say they were. We couldn't
Okay.
find any oak, but these are black walnut, and I am proud to say they came out of a local grove here in town. So just on the east side of Visalia, we worked with a farmer over there that was getting rid of some trees, and we were able to mill them and then sand them and stain them, and then we built the table stands. And so they're wood out of our city. So
they're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And honestly, the whole facility, like just looking at it, and you said you call it a small facility. This is a lot bigger than a lot of other breweries out there, but it's beautiful. And I think like the artwork, the decoration, everything like that. It even it looks like a kid, like when the kid colors on the thing. Is that what that's supposed to be?
It's very abstract. So if you look on either this side of the wall or the other side into the beer garden, I mean, right now we're sitting in the tap room, so we're looking out into the beer garden.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in through the beer garden, there's also abstract artwork on the other side.
Yeah.
Every single community in Tulare County is represented on either one side of the wall or the other.
Oh, wow.
So all the cities, the townships from the beginning of time of Tulare County are written on this wall. And then we have little iconic images like the cow and the soccer ball and California 198.
Mm-hmm.
There's 12 pint glasses on there. So 12 is my lucky number. I have the tattoo right here.
All right,
That's
there it is.
something that me and my kids all have and my wife. And so there's some little bit of significant meaning behind the mural. But yeah, I mean, I think for us, we definitely wanted to lean into Tulare County, and we find people all the time like taking selfies in front of the city that they're from when they come in. And,
that's cool.
Just trying to find ways to connect with our community, and I think we did all right in that space. We get a lot of people that compliment it. So
I love it, and community is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and for you, Matt, like Tim, how'd you get started in craft beer, man?
Probably like a lot of guys, I started homebrewing.
Okay.
So I was homebrewing probably since 2009.
Oh wow.
My wife kind of got me a kit, and then I brewed, by the book, and I got bored like almost instantly. So I started making tweaks and changes. And then slowly built up my homebrew setup and went all grain finally. And my first all grain batch I sent to the Tulare County Fair, and I got first place. So
awesome.
Maybe this thing's got legs.
Yeah.
But I still didn't think I was going to be a brewer, like a professional brewer, because I was a computer guy and doing computer work. And then I think my first kid came along, and I decided to quit the computer job because it wasn't like fulfilling. So I was a stay-at-home dad for 3 years. And then my wife saw that I was kind of getting a little stir crazy, just being at home with the kid all the time.
Yeah.
And she saw that Tioga Sequoia was hiring. So I went and got a bar back position. So I was just there picking up glassware, washing glasses, just being around what I love, And I would bring homebrew into the brewers all the time. Like, hey, check this out. Any ideas how I can make it better and all this stuff. And they went through a change where they were hiring a new brewer, and the late Kevin Cox actually said, well, let's give Matt a shot. And he threw me in there, and I was so nervous going from 5-gallon batches to 30-barrel batches.
I bet.
It's terrifying. I'm looking at all these valves. I'm like, I'm just used to like gravity fed. It was terrifying. I remember going home with my wife, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. It's too much to learn. And I feel like it was 2 weeks later, it was like, I'm in my element.
Yeah.
And it was like muscle memory. It all, everything just clicked, and I could run that brew house. Like I knew like the back of my hand. It was awesome.
And that's so cool though to hear that, because there's a lot of times people will like in those 2 weeks, if they're like, especially after the first day, like I can't do this, I can't handle it. They might just give up.
That's true.
But I mean, you push through.
I mean, they had a great team. I had guys like met a good mentor there, and they weren't going to let me fail by any means. And they knew I could do it. And they really helped me build my chops in the brewery for sure. And so I was there for about 4 years, and then I moved to Riley to become the head brewer.
Okay.
And then that brewery actually burned down. I'm sure people know about that. So in Madera, the brewery burned down. Wow. And then we kind of rekindled it with the help of Tommy at House of Pendragon.
Okay.
So we kind of moved our brew house in there and started to rebuild the brand. And then that was me like by myself doing everything.
Wow.
And then I eventually got an assistant, and then one thing led to another. I saw these guys were hiring. I was like trying to help them out, reached out to them, was like, hey, how's the look going? And then things just kind of aligned. Like we're from Tulare, and I came in and I was like, man, I think this would be the right spot for me. So I came in and I asked Jeremy, I was like, one more time, I was like, how's it going? He's like, oh, there's some people came in, and then I was like, well, what about me? Like, and then he had a big grin on his face.
That was a crazy story.
Yeah.
So go ahead. No, you go.
Oh yeah. So like he had a big grin on his face, and he's like, Okay. Cool. And yeah, I mean, you can take over from there.
No, I mean, we're entering our 4th year. August will be our 4th year. So we're still a brand new business.
Yeah.
I mean, there's benchmarks in business that you're just trying to get to that threshold so that you just feel a little bit more stable in what you're doing. And we've been fortunate again, because this community has blessed us, and they've embraced this concept. And, we're running 5,000 to 7,000 people a week through here with the soccer and the tap room. And so that part of things has been amazing to see. But Matt's story was really wild because originally when we opened, Will Peltzer was our head brewer. He's now opened his own brewery here in town called Salty Walrus, and we wish him the best as he's went on his own venture. But kind of in that transitional moment, I was in a bit of a panic because I've told you, Mike, already that I don't have any brewing background. That's not, I drink beer. I love beer.
Same.
But it's kind of that connection point for me with my soccer community. That's what we've always known. And so when Will decided he was going to do his own venture with Salty Walrus, I was in a bit of a panic, and Will did the right thing in terms of timing and making sure that we weren't left hanging by any means. He was transparent with what he was wanting to do, and so it gave us time to start a search for another brewer. And Matt had been in here since day one because his wife Kai plays soccer in our leagues. I didn't realize in the beginning that he was a brewer. And I drank beer at Tioga Sequoia when you were probably serving beer behind the counter when we were running the Fuego. And so eventually Matt and I started talking, having beers, chatting a little bit, found out he was a brewer. I knew he was in a good position. And just as all of us in business, I'm not trying to steal someone away from someone else, so we were talking like, hey, you're in a good spot. That's awesome. If you know anybody in the industry that's an up and coming brewer that wants a chance at a place like this, keep your ear low to the ground so that you can help us out and find the right guy that's going to fit for our team and our family here. And so he was like the guy that I kind of leaned on and was chatting with, and it was probably a couple months, right, that went by. And then he was asking, how's things going, with the search? And I said, we've had a lot of people apply, but as I talked to him, I'm just not sure that's the right fit for us. And so I'm trying to be patient to make sure that whoever we place in that position, because it's such a key piece to the success of this business. And so out of nowhere, Matt goes, well, what if that person was me? And like he said, my face lit up. I started smiling. I said, are you serious? And he goes, I think it would make sense for my family. And, I live in Tulare and I've just been given a lot of thought, and I've talked to my wife, and what if that person was me? And I said, if you're serious, let's talk tomorrow. Let's sit down and talk. The conversation was, he was in here watching his wife. I remember it was right there by the roll up door. And we were both having beers, and I'm like, I don't want me to misinterpret what you're saying because I'm drinking beers right now. So let's set up a meeting. Let's talk tomorrow. And it just got legs and took off from there, and it's been amazing ever since. So
that's awesome, man. And it's cool how things just kind of come together that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was because even you were telling me when I first got here about how when you first opened, you just wanted it to be like a craft beer tap room. And it didn't want it to be a brewery, but then the city kind of made you, and everything worked out the way it did. It's really cool.
Our vision and concept was just indoor soccer is our DNA. That's I mean, we've been in the soccer community forever, and that was kind of the DNA of the business. And then we wanted beer because soccer and beer, the marriage of soccer and beer is just global and amazing, and it brings community together. And so our initial concept was just to have a tap room, and then we were going to buy only craft beer from Central Valley Brewers. And that's what we wanted to serve here at our tap room. And as we started going down that process with the city said, well, if you are going to be serving beer, you have to have a kitchen. And I'm a believer in simplicity as genius. I didn't necessarily want a kitchen. I wanted to work with local food trucks, hopefully help them kind of establish their brand and their business. And all we needed to focus on was soccer and beer. Those are the things we know. Those are the things we felt like we could be good at. And so they said, you got to have a kitchen. Otherwise you can't have kids inside of your quote unquote bar, your tap room. And so I said, well, then that defeats the purpose of what we want to do. If we can't have kids involved, then it's not for us. We want to make sure this is family friendly and that kids feel welcome and safe. And this is a place that we want it to be for families, not just, 100%. Over 21 beer drinking. We want kids to be able to sit at these tables and enjoy the environment. So we said, well, let's figure out how to brew beer. So we invested, we worked with Premier Stainless, and we bought our own 10-barrel brew house, and we bought 4 20-barrel fermenters, and we went for it. And we didn't have a brewer at the time, but we said we're going to lean into that direction. We're going to find ourselves a brewer. So
that's exciting. I mean, the way things play out like that, it's crazy. What was it like for the first time seeing someone like enjoying the beer, like in the tap room, or even like your first experience when, like, brewing at the professional level?
So when I was at Tioga, I said I was behind the bar, and eventually I started pouring beer too.
Yeah.
And I love talking to people about beer.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was the best part of the job. And so when I did get hired in the brewery to start brewing, I had the caveat. I was like, I want one night a week in the tap room, because I want to go and see people drink the beer that I'm making. So yeah, it's something else, like to be able to pour the beer that you made for someone and watch them take that first sip and then enjoy it. I love it. And if I'm in here and I see people try a new beer for the first time, it's like, oh, I never had that. Let me get it. I'll give them a second. And I'll come over and like, hey, what do you think? How is it? And I just like, and I could probably sit and talk to this person for an hour if they let me.
Yeah.
Just about beer, especially if they love beer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like, because that's kind of what this is for me, is I always consider this, well, what I do here is like just sitting across from someone you've never met at a bar and having a beer and talking, like, and hearing about their life and stuff like that. It
definitely brings people together.
For sure.
We know we have something in common. You have a beer, I have a beer. Boom. Ice broken.
There it is. Yep. And for you, Jeremy, like seeing like the first time somebody in here like sipping on the beer and they'd be like, oh, dang, kind of thing.
Man, I'm an emotional guy. I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
I feel you.
And I mean, I remember a grand opening August 4th of 2022. I mean, this is a dream come true for me, honestly. I mean, for me, being a soccer guy and a beer guy and a community, like I believe in community. We'll probably talk about our Todos Juntos campaign through this podcast. That's something we want to share in what we do for our community through that beer. I don't know. When I see people drinking the beer that we make and it makes them excited and they enjoy it, and you see just the gathering of people that we bring together here, it's a dream come true, man. Seriously. I mean, for me, we hope and pray that we can own and operate 4 or 5 of these things in select communities that we've kind of looked at. And we have another LLC called Footy and Brews that we want that to maybe someday be something that can be franchised. We do have a lot of people that connect with us through the professional sports background that we had that from Nashville, Dallas, have been some big cities throughout the country that we know people there that have contacted us and said, hey, we think that would work in our community as well. And so just on this big vision scale of what this could be is it's all just a dream come true. But for us to plant our flag here in Visalia, California, it's the place I was born. I have a lot of family here. To see the way the community has embraced it, I'm right now. I fight back tears thinking about it.
Oh, I bet, man. But that's great. I mean, that's fantastic. And too, like, even because community is everything, and even like when someone walks into 1852 and you're thinking like what do you want them to leave with, like, thinking about when they're heading out after having a fun day here?
Yeah. I mean, it for us, it's seeing families walk in and a lot of times when you go out to the outdoor fields, it's parents bringing their kid to the field to watch the child play, right? Here, a lot of times it's families walking in and the child sits down and watches their parents play, and we run some pretty strict rules out there. So, we don't allow cussing. We don't allow certain, any type of confrontation. We have a hard line of cards and fines and things like that, because we never want this to escalate into problems. Yeah. And so we want those kids to be able to sit down, watch adults play, see the passion and the competitiveness of a game, but also the handshakes and sharing a pint in the tap room after, because even in the midst of the battle on the field, you can be emotional and you can be competitive there, but what it's all about is coming back into the tap room and shaking hands and hugging and having a pint and building community around sport.
Yeah, it's camaraderie, it's sportsmanship, all that stuff. That's great, man. I love that.
So I mean, at the end of the day, when people walk out, you always want them to have that smile on their face and a positive memory, so that no matter if it's mom, dad, son, daughter, every time they walk out, they just want to come back, and that's been, I think, one of the most proud things and rewarding things for us, is that the retention of membership on the soccer side has really been high. It has been really high, because we, like I said to you before we got on the mics, we have about 250 teams every season. We run 5 to 6 seasons
Wow.
a year. And a lot of those players that play are players that play every single season. And so there's about 190 adult teams and only 60 youth teams, which is really is flipped on its head when we thought of the concept. We're like, it's going to be more kids playing and adults hanging out, having beers and watching. It's actually become more of an adult hub, even though it's a family-friendly facility. We have more adults playing than we do have kids playing. The kids are busy. They're doing so many different things.
Of course.
This has almost become like a gym for soccer players.
Wow.
You know, like instead of maybe going and working out at In Shape or whatever at a traditional gym, they're utilizing this and playing 3-4 nights a week and getting a good cardio workout and being around a community that, you know, they're passionate about.
Oh, I love that.
Pretty cool.
And what's cool about that too, with all those adults, consistent foot traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hate to say this, but we've seen just across the country that, you know, breweries have been struggling.
Yeah.
If you're a smaller level brewery, things have gotten hard. I mean, our
100%.
Our goods are expensive. I mean, the price of goods have gone up, and so if you don't have a niche in the market to make sure that you're creating that foot traffic, and you're a smaller level brewery, and we have a big footprint, but we're not. I mean, our brew house, and we're not large in our brew capacity yet. Right. I mean, we want to continue to grow, but the key to success for us again is, and I'm probably talking a lot about soccer, is soccer because of the fact that we get that consistent foot traffic. We have 2,500 members that play in here weekly. Yeah. They all come with a +1 to 3. Yeah. So you're talking either 5,000, 7,500 people just from those 2,500 members that are walking through the door. If you get 25, 30% of them having a pint, all of a sudden your numbers start formulating.
Oh, for sure.
So, you know, that's the marriage of footy and brews is really the key to our success.
Oh man,
and
great.
Good beer.
There it is.
You have to have good beer. And that is I don't ever want to forget that, because at the end of the day, if you're serving something that people don't like, they're not going to stick around and have beer. And Matt has done a wonderful job of making sure that our beer is good and consistent, and he's creative with bringing new styles. And so our consistent member, even though they have their go-to beers that they enjoy every week, they're always asking us, what's new on tap this week that we could try? And so Matt's done a great job of making sure that variety is there.
100%. And like, like you said, like the days of like you can make the best beer, but if like nobody can find you or anything like that, it's tough. But you do have to make an experience now. And like you said, it has to be like, you didn't say that, but it was like about like how people taking pictures next to their thing. Yeah. It has to be Instagrammable now. Yeah. You need someone like that sort of thing, but to have that, that's great. Yeah. And even you were talking about like your creativity, Matt, how do you like, because obviously you have your cores and you want to be consistent with the, stuff like that, especially because I'm sure there's people that are like, hey, where's my beer? Like, why isn't it here this time?
Yeah.
But how do you balance that creativity and consistency with in the brew house?
I mean, we do have a pilot system. So we have a smaller,
that's great.
It's like a 25-gallon little brew house. And that's where the experiments happen. So, you try it out and then you're like, hey, this could work. The confidence, it comes from like experience. So like I've gambled on big batches before, and these guys, I mean, 100% trust me. So like the red ale was one that I was like, I think I can just go straight into the big scale with this thing. I did. It was a hit. Like it was kind of a home run the first round. This is rare.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, and then the bar's there set, and then you just keep it consistent after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, creativity goes like, I typically don't go big scale right away. I'll do those pilot batches and just make sure it works. And then we'll try it out with, we have about 100 Brew Crew, members, which is like our membership program for the brewery.
So like the mugs?
Yeah, the mugs, you come in, you get a free pint every day in your special mug, but I'll bounce those new ideas off them first. So
that's
I'll
great.
invite them in and say, hey, I'm going to release this. What do you guys think? And then they're the ones that are like pretty brutally honest, basically.
Yeah.
And for the most part, everything's pretty good,
Yeah.
But yeah, so just small scale experiments and experience, and the homebrew side, it really helped a lot because I experimented with crazy stuff, homebrew stuff that won't really work, a lot of times won't work at a big brewery, but I know how it works, so I can use some of those techniques that I did homebrewing and throw them in.
We still have to cage Matt every once in a while. Yeah. He'll come up with some crazy ideas. I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, but I don't think that's going to fly. Again, you go back to the sports part of things, and Matt's done a great job of like our hazy's crushable, our Westy that we're drinking right now, the United Strengthen is really easy to drink, but it's a good tasting, full-bodied beer, you know? Yeah. And so when he has these crazy ideas of all these flavors and whether it be a stout or something, like, well, that's going to last a while. We just don't, the crowd here, you know, we talk about all the time, like we do wish that probably in our marketing stuff that we leaned more into the craft beer side. You know, everything's built around soccer. And so you have all the soccer and then there's beer. Yeah. We do need to swing the pendulum to the other side to make sure that not just soccer people know that this is quality, good craft beer coming out of Visalia at 1852 Brew Co. And then I think that menu can expand a bit because then you have more people wanting to try different things because our lineup really is on the lighter side probably than most. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know it gets hot up here, so I can see the lighter side.
Well, and I treat it as a challenge. Like, can I get these guys that are drinking Mexican lagers, you know, light beers? Can I get them to like try something else and you know, change their minds and show them what craft beer is? And that's like my Bumpy Pitch is like my kind of my entry level to like, here's what beer can be. You know? It's a pale ale, which is not a popular style by any means, but it's one of my favorites. So
I love pale ales.
I wanted to bring it out and I wanted to like kind of show people like it can still be 5%, but it can have a lot more flavor than just your light lager. You know? So it's kind of a challenge for me and I like to do it and I try to get guys out there to drink new stuff and it's fun. It's a fun challenge.
Yeah. And even like on the barback side, right? Like when you're talking to them, like it's always like good to kind of hear that feedback, especially if they, at least initially, they don't know you're the brewer.
Yeah.
And because then you can kind of, you know, take those notes, but there's obviously like, sometimes I feel like plays things like Untapped, which are great for the industry, but also can be like, someone's like, oh, I'm not a stout drinker. I'm going to drink.
No, I know that. I know that very well. But, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt. And,
100%.
And it's never going to be constructive on there. It's just going to be like that, like you said. And you know, you have thick skin.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm doing my best here.
But I love that you made it red though, because I love reds. You just don't see them on menus very often, or browns.
Yeah, we keep like a brown or red on all year round.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that, I mean, it looks nice on a flight. You know, you have full gamut of color, but yeah, gotta have those for me. You know, too. That reds are my other favorite style.
That red ale, we call it Never Walk Alone. So if there's any Liverpool fans out there,
there you go. Yeah,
that's the beer, but. It took off when he brought the red ale in, not just with our core like Liverpool group of fans like Brian Gilbert and Michelle and that crew, but people started tasting, going, "Wow, this is easy drinking, crushable, good flavored beer." And it ended up going out in the market. We self-distribute, and so a few stores or a few restaurants were like, we want that beer. It's really good. And so it was funny how not a lot of people were like interested necessarily in the red ale, but then when you brought it in, it was like it really got some legs and enjoyed it. So
and when you can, and like you mentioned earlier, kind of guiding someone towards a beer, like their gateway beer, I feel like it's, you know, that's builds that trust too. They're like, oh yeah, he recommended this to me.
Right.
I'm gonna go back
people
and try
ask like, what are you drinking right now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's either the red or the pale ale. Like that's pretty much it. Or if I know that I'm going to be hanging out watching games, it'll be the Todos.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. This next segment's called, actually, no, I want to ask you about, because you mentioned like local, like food trucks and stuff like that earlier. Yeah. What are some of your favorites that you guys have that come down? I know that's probably a loaded question.
It's kind of loaded question. I mean, I love all of them for like different reasons, but like, you know, like ones that stand out, like Chicken Shack always is awesome. And they're here early. Like there's other reasons why I like these trucks. They take it seriously. They're here early. They always have enough food. They're
friendly to our customers. Yeah.
Off-road pizza's super awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Cuchillos. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to start naming them all. I like them all. Like we bring them in and we keep them coming back because we love them all. Yeah. But like the standouts are like, you know, just for like specific items for me, really like.
Yeah, I'm a huge pizza and beer guy. I mean, we do we have a lot of Mexican food trucks that come in, and all of them have a little bit different style to what they bring, and so it's a nice variety. Yeah. But I'm gonna go back again, like he mentioned, off-road pizza. I mean, Caesar's been with us since the day we opened.
Yeah.
he's been in a position where he's now bought a wood fire trailer.
That's
and so,
cool.
And for us, we love to see being a part of their journey and their growth.
Yeah.
Hot City Tacos was one that was only doing truck in the beginning, and he's now opened a brick and mortar in downtown. And Beto, the owner there, has said to us before that, he's appreciative of the way that we worked with him here, and it's kind of given him that catapult to get to fulfill his dream of opening a brick and mortar. And so that was the reason we wanted to only have food trucks here. We didn't want to have a kitchen because we felt like it's our way to be that conduit of connection. We bring people together through soccer and beer. We can now provide a platform for food vendors to maybe excel through or thrive in the space that we've created by bringing people together.
Yeah.
They make their money and maybe can fulfill the dream of what they want to accomplish with their business too. So
that's what it's all about, man. It's community helping community. It's small business helping small business, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, I don't mean to keep tooting your horn or anything like that, but I love this place.
Oh, thank you.
And man, I wish I would have known sooner. Yeah. But I mean, I know everything works out for, a reason. Yeah. But
all my friends my age, I'm 50 now.
Yeah.
Every one of them say the same thing. Like, why didn't you do this 20 years ago? So first of all, I wasn't in that position in my life at that time. But secondarily, soccer has also grown
exponentially
hugely from even we're in a World Cup cycle right now.
Yeah.
1994 was the last World Cup in the States.
Yeah.
Major League Soccer kicked off in 96. So we didn't even have a professional league in 94 when the World Cup was here. Now we have a league that's 20 years old, 30 years old. I'm sorry, 30 years old. And it just, the growth. And then, the craft beer scene has also, there's more and more people that historically of just drinking your traditional beers, your big manufactured beers, where now I know more people that go into different communities and they're looking up local craft breweries.
Same, yeah.
Because they want to just go try different beers or if you go to a restaurant, big city, the first thing you ask your server is, what local beers do you have on tap?
Yeah.
And that's a thing that I think our generation has leaned into and bought into, that when we go somewhere, we want to try local beer. We want to try the people that are building this community that I'm visiting, and let me taste their beer.
Yeah. And even when I saw this place, it was because of we were talking, was it Above the Cellar Door?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are funny.
Oh, they're great. They are great.
And you were in a video, weren't you?
I was, yeah. That was my acting debut there.
There you go.
That was when we were talking about the Miller Cup.
Yeah.
The Stanley Cup looking thing from the Extra Brew Fest.
Yep. Yeah.
The People's Choice Award.
And
every clip, if the people are going to go and watch it, is as Matt's talking about it, he has, this is the World Cup, and he slides it over, and the first one's he's got the GABF gold medal around his neck.
Yeah.
And it's you got the belt from the other Brewfest win, and each clip he's got a different award that he won, so it was great.
I love it. So. No, that's great. Next segment was called the 4-pack. So it's 4 questions. What's one beer that never leaves your fridge because you're always restocking it?
At home?
Yeah.
Oh, well, is it bad to say my own beer?
No, not at all.
Bumpy for sure.
Okay.
And, yeah, if I had to say one, but if it's not my beer, it'd have to be. Shoot, what would I always have in there? Yeah, I only drink our beer now.
Yeah, I know.
It's easy. Yeah, it's hard, but anything from Alvarado Street probably.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Or Pure Project. That's my wife's favorite brewery. So we always have at least some of that in there if you can get it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Bush Monkeys. I always got Breakaway in the fridge. That's our blonde ale. It's a easy drinking beer, 5%. It's always in the fridge by the pool, so we can grab one and sit in the pool. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, the next question is, if you weren't in beer, what would you be doing? But I'm going to ask you, what did you want to do as a kid?
Ooh.
I always had a dream of being a professional soccer player, and I was fortunate enough that I played collegiate soccer, played 4 years of minor league professional soccer, and that was a dream. Never made it to where I wanted to be, but reflecting now, I think that this project has allowed me to make good impact on community, which I think is a life goal that, when you pass, you hope you can leave a legacy of something. And I feel like this is the type of thing that, in the roots of my own community with the people I know and love, I feel like we're making a difference here. And so I feel very complete and good about this project. So
love it.
Yeah.
And how about you, Matt?
I mean, like just from my dad, he was in the military, but he was an electrician.
Yeah.
And so I always had a fascination with like computers and technology and stuff like that. So I always thought like, that's where I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be like a computer tech or some kind of a computer engineer or something. But here I am.
This sounds way more fun, dude. This sounds way more fun.
I also wanted to skateboard too. Like that. Okay. That was like, a little bit older, but like I loved skateboarding when I was growing up.
You guys had some lofty aspirations. I just wanted to work at Blockbuster.
All I can think about is because we try to do just crazy things around here. I didn't know you want to be a skater, so it looks like we're gonna have to get a half pipe or something.
There you go. I'm telling you, I don't want to do that, man. Come on, we got to do it.
We've had Lucha Extreme here. We brought
awesome.
a full ring out there. I mean,
next
we
time
try to do a little bit of everything. So now I'm thinking about a half pipe.
We could do it.
Next time you get the wrestling over here, you got to send me a text and it'll come up here.
For sure.
If you could collab with any brewery in the world, who is it and what would you want to make?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I've done a lot of collabs with like local guys, and I love doing it. I mean, Firestone's big on my list.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I love those guys, and I go way back. Wookie Jack's one of my favorite beers too. Someone from like New Zealand, like Garage Project.
Oh yeah,
would be cool.
That would be pretty.
And I'd want to like lean heavy on those Southern Hemisphere hops for sure. Like just like a hazy. I don't know why. Like that's not my favorite beer to make, but I love those hops, and they go really well in hazy IPAs. And I think Garage Project's like one of the most like experimental breweries over there. So I think I could learn a lot from those guys. So that'd be top of my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how about you?
That's awesome. I mean, I'm going to keep it more local. Firestone Walker, you mentioned. I admire what they've done, and they're 60 to 90 miles away from us, and so it's really I think they inspire us to reach for the stars and really do things the right way. I love the branding. I love the beer. I love everything that they do with community. And so that's a big one. And then I'm going to go even more local with Tioga Sequoia. I mean, I'm going to give them credit. Mike runs a great business over there. And really, they were the inspiration behind this project. I tell Matt this all the time. It's funny that our paths didn't cross earlier because when we were running Fuego and the supporters groups would meet at Tioga Sequoia, have some pints, march into the stadium chanting, and then post-game we'd go back to Tioga Sequoia. That was really the inspiration for me about the culture of soccer and beer when we were running the pro soccer team and how it married well with the craft beer scene. And so I would love to do a collab with Tioga Sequoia. 100%. They're a massive brand in the Valley. They make great beer. Matt has roots there, so there's a lot of like synergies that make a lot of sense. And I think it's
the most sense.
I think it's a realistic thing that we could accomplish over time if the schedules would coordinate and we could figure out a way to create something that makes sense for both brands. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Last question is, what's your guilty pleasure that you secretly or not so secretly love?
Of beer?
No, just in
general?
life. It could be a TV show, a movie, or.
I mean, is it guilty pleasure that I like video games too? Like I play.
Nah. You're a gamer for
I am
sure.
Yeah.
He plays on the Galactico every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Our Galacticos are 16 foot by 9 foot LED jumbotron.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Matt will be out there playing video games on it. That looks amazing.
I love it.
I'm not a gamer, but that looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that. I guess it's not really a guilty pleasure, but I do game. Rocket League. That's the game.
Okay, that's a fun game.
It's soccer.
Soccer with cars.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, and I think it's hard sometimes, just as busy as we all are. But I like to just marathon out on a show. Like we were talking about Landman earlier. I'll get and I like documentaries, and so I'll pop on Netflix, and my wife gets mad because she's like, how do you watch 7 episodes in a row and don't sleep all night? And I'm like, I don't know, I just got into it and my eyes are just glued, and it's not something I'm proud of, but it's like I get into it, and the next episode, when it's like next episode, I'm like, yep, let's do it, let's go, let's keep going. Next thing you know, it's 4:00 in the morning. I'm like, dang it, I gotta get at least an hour of sleep, So.
Love it. I wanted to ask you too, so like when it comes to obviously like the soccer component to it, and then obviously you have the craft beer, have you seen like people just coming here to play soccer become like just craft beer fans, and then vice versa? Like craft beer fans, like, hey, I want to do that. I want to try to play soccer.
I think it's more that way. So like soccer guys come in and become more craft beer fans.
Yeah.
We do have events in the community that bring craft beer drinkers in here, and they're like, "Whoa, this place is crazy!"
Yeah,
and I love hearing that all the time too. But most of the time, I think it's the soccer fans that come in and like, this is what craft beer is. Because they'll come in, they'll ask for a Modelo or whatever it is, and we're like, "Well, we make our own beer here, and we have. You should try this one instead."
I think you hit it on the head right there. Is like, since the day we opened, when people would come to the bar and ask for a Modelo or a Corona or a big brand that's typically seen at your market or whatever, and as you talk to them, they start off with our El Clasico, the Mexican lager, and they're like, "Oh, this is good, maybe a little stronger, whatever, but this is good." And then as time goes on, next thing you know, they're like, "I want to try your Breakaway, the Blonde Ale. I want to try your United Strength in the West Coast. Let me try your hazy."
I mean, it blows my mind how many people out here are drinking the hazy IPA.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that one, it's good, it's great, like it's a really, really good beer, but
you can't drink 12 of them.
No, and these guys are like, right after the game over here, two hazies. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Like, not one of the beers I thought was gonna be like our top 3 most popular.
I think that just progression has been really cool to see. Members that came in asking for the big brand beers, had no idea about a craft brew at all, start with our lager, and then just go through the gamut of everything. And now they've kind of picked their favorite that they go to. That's not what you would think it would be, and that's pretty cool. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And even like, talking about like the community, I know we've talked about that a lot today, but like it's so hard to kind of build that. And I feel like what you guys have done here, it's almost, I mean, I know it's 4 years in the making, but it seems like it just, something like that just kind of happened overnight, I feel like.
I mean, I think the soccer community has needed a home. You know, like a lot of times, we'll go to a restaurant or a bar, and, soccer's gotten a lot more traction over the years, and it's a major sport, but you'd go to a bar and there maybe be like I don't know, Cleveland Indians versus whatever, like a baseball game. And it'd be like, "Hey, can we put on the MLS game?
Oh, yeah.
Can we put on a Liga MX game?" And they'd be like, "No, we got baseball on right now."
Yeah.
And so this place puts soccer first. And I think that our community, our soccer community appreciates that, because there's so many places that soccer is not a priority. And that's changing. It's certainly changing, but the community knows that if you want to watch soccer, you come here, whether it's on the TVs or just watching local stuff. We've really created a home, I think, for our market, for the people that have embraced and are passionate about soccer. So,
love it. The next segment, I guess, is called situational beers. So, you can either say which one's your favorite or which one's like what you would have at these places. So it could be pool or beach beer, shower beer, golf course beer, concert beer, and airport beer.
Off the top of your head, you got to go.
You have to give them to me one at a time.
So pool/beach beer
for our beer.
Yeah. Or it could be your beer or any beer in general.
So lager, like a light lager. So our Todos probably pool beer. Yep.
Okay. All right. What about shower beer?
Shower beer. I would probably do like Union Jack, maybe.
Okay.
Like I just think,
All right. Now golf course beer.
You wouldn't find. I wouldn't be.
I'm not a golfer.
On a golf course.
Okay, I saw on the soccer
Matt
field.
said, "What's that?"
Yeah, that's a golf course.
Okay.
You know what? It'd be a cocktail, I think.
Okay.
Let's stay away from beer on the golf course.
There you go. A concert beer.
Concert beer. Ooh, another like a tall Westie, probably like West Coast IPA for sure.
Okay, and
anyone.
There it is, and airport beer.
Airport beer. Oh. I've done that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably do like a red or a brown.
Okay.
Yeah. You get downtown brown somewhere.
There it is.
Yeah.
Nice. And
he's way more seasoned than all the different styles of beer. I'm going to stay true to just our brand. Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. What do we start with? Pool?
Pool/beach.
I said it earlier. The Breakaway is always in the fridge for a crushable blonde ale by the pool.
Oh, you know what? Matt from business.Matt, Tap Yard. Was raving about Breakaway Blonde yesterday.
Nice.
I had to talk to him and Jenna for a little bit, and they were just raving about Breakaway Blonde.
That I feel like that's like 1852 South over there. They're so good to us, and if you want to find 1852 brews, you can certainly hit Tap Yard. They have, I think we traditionally have 7 taps there, but occasionally they bring in more, and so great people, good business, good vibes. I love that place.
100%. Now, next one's shower beer.
Shower beer, I'd probably say like a West Coast. I mean, I like that's like a all the time beer for me. It's one of my go-tos here.
Yeah.
I don't drink too many of them, but that's like what we'll start with, like we did today.
Yeah. So. There it is. Golf course beer, or would you say soccer beer?
Yeah, no, I golf a little bit.
Okay.
I try to stay a little lighter on the golf course because usually with my friends we're drinking a lot of beers throughout 18 holes. So I'll do like a Todos or a Classico.
Okay.
On that. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Concert beer, gosh, I think I need a little more flavor on that. So for me, I would go with like a Bumpy Pitch Pale Ale. It's lighter because I feel like I'm going to be probably drinking quite a few of them, but
concert,
Bumpy
you can pay
Pitch
$20 a pint though to get a concert.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. Maybe I should go higher ABV then.
There you go. And then even airport beer, I feel like you're probably going to pay like double that.
Airport beer, I'm going straight to a cocktail.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Hey, you need to get it done, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you need it to do its job.
Yeah.
What do you listen to when you're in the brew house?
I can answer this for him.
Yeah.
Go for it, buddy.
Smooth jazz.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
He is totally lying right now.
A lot of metal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a metalhead pretty much.
All right.
Pop punk, metal, like that.
Any favorite bands?
Yeah.
I know it's another loaded
August
question.
Burns Red.
Oh, yeah, great.
We like A Day to Remember. We play a lot of Day to Remember.
Oh, like A Day to Remember.
4 Years Strong.
Mariana's Trench, was that an August Burns Red song?
Was that?
Is it Mariana's Trench? Was that an August Burns Red song? I can't remember.
I'm really bad with song titles.
Okay.
Newfound Glory.
Oh, yeah.
Like
that.
Yeah. I am in a band.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to bring that up.
Nice.
Yeah. We're kind of a emo, little harder emo, screamo type.
Like it.
I mean, we started in 2003, so.
Okay. Still together, though.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our time frame.
Yeah, I love Parkway Drive, too.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. So that comes on every once in a while.
Okay. My favorite song is, I know the song title thing, but Carry On is one of my favorites. That song just gets you jacked in the morning.
They make fun of me, though, for the metal music.
Okay.
I like it, too.
Hey, you know what?
I got to be in the right moment.
The yeast loves it.
The yeast loves it? Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
You keep listening to your metal. Then.
Yeah.
Yep.
If she's bubbling, she's happy.
Yep.
Any fun taproom stories throughout the last 4 years?
Ooh, man, that's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think happen. I feel like the taproom is kind of our like sanctuary.
Yeah.
Almost. You know, in community events, in like right now we're in the midst of World Cup where it is absolute chaos, and it's the place. Oh, I'm talking about the brew house.
Yeah.
Taproom.
Yeah.
Man, this is just the place where we gather and meet people. And so I don't know. I mean, I think we go back to Brew Crew, right? Like there's a group of our Brew Crew members that are part of local Rotary clubs. They come religiously every Monday, and we don't open till 4, but they'll be here at 3:30. And they're such family that we're like, if you're here, come in. Like, just come sit down. We'll get you your pints. And they become family really through the friendship of beer, you know, like them coming and being a part of our brew crew and enjoying the beers. And now they're at every single event that we throw. We see them at the World Cup, whether they're supporting, you know, the USA or other, you know, they'll show up to a Columbia game and it's a group of them. And so I think just the taproom stories for me is just the friendships that are growing and the community thriving. And that's the root behind everything that we wanted this place to be.
I love it. And kudos to you, Matt, because like they're still head on this.
Yeah.
It's so good. I just get lost in the conversation and I forget about my beer.
I'm almost ready for a refill.
Yeah.
The next one, I mean, we could definitely get a refill. This one's called the 6-pack. So these are more rapid fire.
Okay.
Lager. We'll start with you, Matt. Lager or IPA?
IPA.
Okay. Hazy or West Coast?
Westy.
Music or, I mean, I guess this is kind of a given, but music or sports at a brewery?
At a brewery? Music for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite brewery outside of 1852?
Alvarado Street.
Okay. So good. Love it. Next one's favorite drunk food.
Ooh. Junk food?
Oh, drunk.
Drunk food.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, like loaded fries.
Okay.
Like asada fries.
Yeah.
Any kind of loaded fries.
All right. So nowhere specific, just
all
right.
Fries with a bunch of stuff on it. Yeah.
Okay. Last one is if your personality was a beer style, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh God. I don't know. Like a high adjunct stout or something.
Okay.
You know? Like a bunch of random stuff in there.
I love it. All right. Now, Jeremy, so lager or IPA?
Lager.
Okay. Hazy or West Coast?
Westy.
Music or sports?
I'm definitely say sports since we built the whole business around it. So.
Yeah.
Although I do love music, and I think that they have to marry because you can't do sports without music.
Oh yeah.
Now it's not live shows, but yeah. So.
I'll ask you after the rapid fire. Favorite brewery outside of 1852?
I'm gonna go Firestone Walker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite junk food?
Oh man, just again Mexican food. I mean, just quesadillas. That's like my go-to when I'm.
And it's handheld.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah,
it's fast. It's
The cheese keeps everything together, so you don't have to worry about it falling apart.
Yeah.
If your personality was a beer style, what would it be?
Man, I'm gonna go with like a lager because of the fact that you can drink it any time of the day.
Yeah,
it's good for everybody, and that's I feel
Should
like
we ask your wife though?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
She's gonna say a triple IPA.
Yeah. Russian Imperial style.
So I want to, because obviously music is like so big in like soccer culture, like all the songs and everything that they say. You know that I feel like the overseas fans are way better than our fans when it comes to all that stuff. Being like, do you guys have your own theme or maybe like that people will sing here?
I mean, I'm the guilty guy that like during U.S. games or whatever, like I am the one chanting and all those things. So right now with the World Cup, if you've been watching USA at the end of the games, it's "Take Me Home, Country Roads." And I'm a country guy.
So same,
I
John Denver.
If I can put my cowboy hat on and my cowboy boots on, then I'm happy and comfortable. And so that's really been hitting home hard. Is the way our nation has come together behind this United States team, and "Take Me Home, Country Roads" is really resonating with me hard right now.
It's such a great song, and like because it's like obviously West Virginia, but the I want to say it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. The West Virginia University, their college football team, they had the Country Roads helmet, and it was so cool, and it was like they played it before every game.
Man, at the end of the U.S. games right now, they're playing that song, and the whole. I was just at the game Wednesday, the USA Bosnia game, and
how was that?
It was absolutely incredible. So I got to go to a game, 4th of July, 1994, USA Brazil.
Yeah,
we lost 1-0 to Brazil. Brazil went on to win the World Cup. 2026. Now I'm a father. That was when I was 18. Now I'm a father. I brought my youngest daughter with me to the game.
That's cool.
She's a soccer head. She's a little competitive soccer player. Cried when I gave her the tickets, like it was, and she was fighting the flu Wednesday when she woke up. And
oh man,
Addie was like, "Take someone else to the game, Dad, that can enjoy." And I said, "Nope, we're figuring this out. You can sleep on the way." She threw up twice on the way to the game.
Oh man,
got into the hotel, she rested, and I said, "You ready to do this?" She got up, showered, we went to the game. Smiles, she soldiered up. I hate to say this, and it's not the best thing, but I told some of my boys, I'm like, dude, she's 14. She puked and rallied, man. Yeah. She's ready to go.
I love it.
So, it was awesome. And then 70,000 people at the game. They play that, "Country Roads, Take Me Home." The whole stadium is singing it, man. And I just had goosebumps because it was just the voice of the people, and all the players are down there, raising their hands, going, it was so cool, man. Nothing like the World Cup. Nothing like the World Cup.
That's awesome. Speaking of, like, obviously soccer, but so the next question is, you can have one pint with any sports figure, celebrity, historical figure, ever, alive or dead. Who'd you want to have a beer with?
You start.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to my roots and go faith, man. If I could sit down with Jesus and talk to him, and
there it is.
I mean, I think that the impact of religion, and I grew up as a Christian, and I'm still pretty active in faith, and it's like I would love to pick his brain and understand. And
he might have wine though.
Yeah, he may be mad at me, but
we might be able to get him a gateway. Find him a gateway beer though.
So I think that would be the ultimate person to sit down and talk to. So,
love it, man. That's awesome. How about you, Matt?
I'm not going to go that deep. I'd like to share a beer with Ken Grossman, Sierra Nevada, or even Mitch Steele from Stone.
Yeah,
when he was at Stone, those guys just pioneers, what I'm doing now in my eyes. So that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I've already shared a beer with David Walker. So
that was cool.
I can't. I already did it.
That was awesome.
I heard he was up here at Tap Yard.
He was awesome. I met him one time before that too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. But,
love it. Oh, that's great. Should we grab another beer?
Yes, for sure.
and we're back. We got a couple beers here. I'm doing the pale ale because Matt talked about it, and I was like, I need to try that. I need that in my mouth. Cheers, what do you guys have?
I have the Gaffer's Gold. It's a golden stout, actually.
Oh, okay.
We brewed that with our buddies at Riley's Brewing Company.
Oh, love it.
Yep.
I followed your lead with the pale ale. That's our Bumpy Pitch. I want to say that as we were talking through this one too, I was like, man, back when I was younger, the green can Sierra Nevada pale ale was like my favorite beer. And so I was a little bit inspired, I think, by that.
100%. That is what this beer is inspired by.
Yeah.
And it was the first beer I actually brought to this brewery too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And
I, made little tweaks here and there. And I don't want it to be like an exact clone of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, but I want it to have its inspirations. And I think I'm never really happy. Brewers never really like 100% satisfied with their brewery. You can always make it better, but I'm close. I'm very, very close to what I want this beer to be.
I love that beer. It's a go-to for me.
Mm-hmm. And I love that you said that because I love talking to brewers. I love talking to owners because it's never good enough. Like you're always striving for more, but that's what we should be doing in life in general.
Yeah.
Like if there was more people like that in the world, I mean, I feel like we'd be a lot better off.
Yes.
But I always say, get busy living or get busy dying, to quote Shawshank.
Yep.
It's just it's great to talk to people like that because of that mindset and that drive and that want for more. So I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Next one. Sorry, I didn't mean to be all sappy.
That's usually me.
The next one is your Mountain Rushmore of breweries and beer styles.
This is all you, Maddie.
So like four.
Yeah, four beers. I mean, 4 breweries and then 4 beer styles.
I mean, we already said it. So probably Sierra Nevada.
Oh yeah,
and the pale ale for sure. I'm gonna go Deschutes.
Oh yeah,
probably basically anything dark from them. I mean, I love it. I love them, and the fresh squeeze is good too from there. Oh man, Alvarado. I keep bringing them up, but they're doing things, man. They're doing some good stuff. The Tiki, or what is it? The Mai Tai.
Oh yeah,
IPA, really good.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw this one out there for my wife, the Pure Project.
Oh, it's so good.
A lot of like very, very clean brewery. Focus on a lot of good fruit and stuff in some of their sours.
Oh yeah.
They came up with the murky IPA, and they're doing stuff that we all should strive to be as good as their beer.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love Monterey's. I mean, because every time I was up there in May. I had to go up there for work, but snuck in a podcast with Hops and Fog up there. They're great people. But I always stop at Alvarado, and I love their Monterey. Just their Monterey beer.
Yep.
It's light, crisp, clean.
They are
and
good at what they do, for sure.
Oh yeah.
They're really good at what they do.
So good. All right, now what's yours?
I knew you guys were going to put me on the spot. I'm so bad at this, and
okay.
I've been fortunate to travel around and do some things, but man, I wish I could remember all the breweries that I've been to. Was just in Virginia and hit a couple places over there that were great. When we went to GABF and we're in Denver, man, we hit a ton of breweries.
Yeah, I want to shout out our mutual friend too.
Yeah.
That their beer is so good and such a cool brewery.
Yeah.
Which one?
In Denver, our mutual friend.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking waiting for him. I was with him and I'm still waiting. Like, which friend? Which mutual friend you talking about?
That's the name of the brewery. No, they're really good. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. I think, this is tough. I mean, I have a ton of respect and like the beer from Dust Bowl. That's, just up the road from us. I think, their whole operation is really cool, but their beer is amazing as well.
Their Monterey location on by the water, or essentially on the water, is
been yet, but
just ridiculous.
It's awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'm a local guy, and I just lean in and drink beer that's more around here. So again, I go back to Firestone Walker and 805. Their blonde ale is I go with the blonde. I talk about our Breakaway and being by the pool. I love blonde ales, and that 805 has crushed it. And I love the branding, and I love everything that they do at Firestone Walker. And so that would be one for me. And for me on a emotional or foundational level, Tioga Sequoia. They're always gonna be a a major impact in what we do and where we're inspired from.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, they had a lime lager that when we ran the Foxes, the soccer team. Yeah, thank you. They made a beer brand for our soccer team.
Yeah.
And so I love all their beers. I mean, Firefall Red. That was like a red ale that I enjoyed, and so I love all the Sherman.
I feel like I should
General
be shouting
Sherman.
them out a little bit more too.
No,
but
but that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but they mean more to me for other reasons. Shape me who I am. But yeah, no, all their beers so good.
Yeah,
they're up there, and with Kevin Cox too.
Yeah,
he was the brewmaster at Tioga.
Yeah,
and he passed a few years ago.
About that,
and was sad, and now I made it sad again.
Yeah, I was going to say that took a turn.
Yeah, but no, like they
R.I.P.
Yeah, they do really, really good work. Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then I get my fourth one, just, thinking San Diego, kind of the craft beer capital of the world. Carl Strauss. I mean, I think everything that Carl Strauss makes is good. Stone's another one that I think they just got bought out.
Yeah, they got bought out again. Yeah.
But man, I love their beer too.
Yeah. I mean, it's more of like, I could name like a brewery and then like a beer.
Yeah.
Like that's the style that I know them for, or what I was drinking when I was growing up. Like that's why Deschutes came up, because we go way back.
Yeah. Well, even like for me, as a kid, it was like Pyramid.
Pyramid. That was everywhere. Yeah. Like when I could actually start drinking like legally.
Yeah. And even before then.
Yeah.
Like Red Hook was everywhere.
Steam. Wasn't
Fat Tire.
I liked Full Sail. I don't know if you remember that brewery.
Oh yeah.
They used to do little stubby bottles, lager. Like I have a lot of memories with Full Sail stubby lager bottles.
I feel like New Belgium was one that what they did for the industry too. Like was 100%. Wild.
And they're really good. Dogfish Head, I didn't even name them. Yeah. Love that.
Sam.
I met Sam at GABF.
Oh, we at the GABF? I have a picture.
Yeah. That was another one. I got to share a beer. Otherwise, I would have put him on that list, because he's like,
oh yeah,
like all those, the Randall, all that stuff. I'm like, come on. This is so fun.
Yeah.
That's like home brewing at another level.
Matt was teaching me because he was geeking out. And I'm like, I don't even know this good. And then you start telling me, like, oh, I've had that beer. Yeah. That's good beer.
Yeah. The 60-minute, the 90-minute.
We used to go to the Easy Mart here down the street, I think it's down the street, and he would get the 120 in.
Oh, okay.
And he's all, you can only buy one or two. And I was like, well, I work for brewery. I'll bring you a bunch of beer. And then give me 120. And I would go with like basically a case of 120-minute IPA. And it was like a yellow cap with a warning sign on it. Because it's 12% IPA. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have him on. So I always say, like, if he's ever listening, but the reason why is because the first craft beer I ever tried, because the first craft beer I ever had was Double Bastard. Palate was not ready for it.
No.
It was bad. And then eventually, you grow up, and then you come to appreciate those things. But the first one, I went to the bistro, the World Bistro, which is closing, RIP.
Yeah.
But it was Dogfish Head's Midas Touch.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And I remember trying that. I was like, I just had the best beer I've ever had in my life. And thinking, like, I need to find more like this. Yeah. And that's kind of how it all happened.
Yeah, Dogfish, man. I used to like buy them religiously. I love them so much. They're good.
It's crazy how much the industry has just evolved and continue to. But I guess, just even like how you talked about earlier, how some breweries like have closed and stuff like that, but other breweries are expanding.
Yeah.
And they're, I feel like the really good ones are really building up their brand and then expanding on that.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes mistakes can happen when you try to expand too quickly.
Yeah.
Then because of course you're going to level off at a certain point, but when you have like events and like we create an experience like you do here, we have the constant foot traffic, you can continue to build that.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to see how like it goes up and then it, kind of dips down, but then it's all, it's the way life is though too.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We're very much about like organic growth here.
Yeah.
I think like we don't want to push it too far or get above our, about underwater, and stuff. So we want to just grow organic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to crawl before we walk.
Exactly.
Walk before we run. And, we got to be patient, as eager as we are to like,
try to get this beer out everywhere.
We want to be a brand that next time you're talking to someone that brings us up somehow, some way, that's like our goal, but at the same time, we feel like, and even when we were walking through the brewery, I'm like, well, we started with 4 20 barrel fermenters. Now we're at 7. We could probably do 3 to 6 more.
Yeah.
But it's like, be patient.
Yeah.
Just let the wave roll and see how things go, because you don't want to overinvest in something and then have your head underwater. Yep. So
I feel like it's like that's so attainable for you guys. When you talked about like franchising, like footies and brews and stuff like that, because of the experience that you bring along with it.
Yeah.
Where it's like sometimes they'll open up, or someone will open up a brewery and then they'll go to like another place and it's like hidden in an industrial area and you can't find it again. But for something like this, I feel like, man, that's something that certainly like you guys are going to do down the road. It's not an if, it's when.
When.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that too.
Yeah. And sorry, I went that was my TED talk. You guys wanted to talk about Todos Juntos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me
all
about it.
Start it, or you want me to?
I'll start a little bit.
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
So, I mean, I'm going to start with Tap Yard. So they came to us and they wanted me to design like an ultralight lager. So something comparable to a big brand, which we won't say out loud.
Yeah.
So I developed a recipe and they helped us with materials. We brewed it and it got the green light. So they call it the Tap Yard Lager, and then we call it Todos Juntos here.
Yeah.
And they wanted to make it a community beer where some of the profits go back to a nonprofit every month, a different nonprofit.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, you do a lot better at talking about
No,
this.
I mean, this is a perfect segue. Yeah. I think for us, again, we'll mention that we're entering our 4th year. The first year or two, I mean, our vision is to always be able to give back to our community. In order to do that, we have to be healthy. Yeah. And we have to have the margins and things to be able to give back exponentially to our community. And that means we have to build a good foundation of our business so that we can get there. So the first 2 years, it was terrorizing my mind when we'd sit down and we go through all our numbers and we're like, man, we're the revenue's great. The expenses are high. Yeah. How are we going to get to where we need to be? Yada, yada, yada. All the business craziness, right? Mm-hmm. By year 3, we were in a position where like, okay, this is the year we're going to focus on how we give back to our community. Yeah. And Tap Yard and the guys over there, Matt and Adrian and the crew, great partner of ours. They sell a lot of our beer there. Came to us with what Matt had mentioned, coming up with a light lager that we could create this community give back beer. Mm-hmm. And so, like Matt said, every month we pick a different nonprofit within our community, and $1 of every transaction over the Taproom of the Todos Juntos, which in English means all together, goes back to that particular nonprofit.
That's cool.
And so every month we're able to donate over $1,000 to a different nonprofit. That's typically what we hit. That wasn't enough for us, right? Mm-hmm. So we're like, no, we want to do more. We want to do more. So within that same concept now, every month that nonprofit, we do a Unity on Tap Day.
Oh, that's cool.
So then that nonprofit can use their network of people and we bring them all into the tap room. And we have a day open to close where every single beer we sell across the bar, $3 goes back to that organization. Wow. So we've got a few, and it extends more than just nonprofits. We've been able to help families. Teresa Morales' family, there was a cancer situation. She actually lost her daughter. And so we wanted to help her. Pedro at Chapala's, who's if there's a person that lives within the fabric of this community and is a guy that is the staple of give back, it's that guy. He's dealing with cancer right now. And so we wanted to, be able to give back to him. And so those Unity on Tap days, I mean, we've been able to cut $9,000 to $10,000 checks to people based on the Todos Juntos campaign with the Unity on Tap that is Pints with a Purpose, where you come and it's not just our soccer community that's enjoying soccer and drinking beers, because all the beers they buy, the $3 goes back on that day, but all the network of their organization that comes in, $3. It's incredible, the power of people. Yeah. And for us, it hit the nail on the head, because it's like, we want to give back, but there has to be a purpose behind what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And it's really expanded the network of people when people rally behind a cause.
100%.
And so, the more people that come in and try our beer or whatever, and they know that it's going back to that cause. It's really been cool for us to be able to be a part of. And I hope that we can continue to expand on it. At the end of the day, we have to have a healthy, thriving business to be able to do these things. But at the same time, we have to find avenues to make sure that no matter what we do, that we're giving back and helping people within our community. So
keep doing what you're doing, brother. I love that.
It's a motivation to I'm not just brewing beer. I'm brewing beer for a reason. It helps.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man.
There's a reason there's the word unity and community, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
there it is. Put that on a t-shirt. Or it might already be on a t-shirt.
We have it. We have
okay.
it. Unity on tap.
There you go. Hey, it's just a couple more questions. Sorry, I don't want to keep you guys too long. But a lot of times people will see, they come up and they order their beer and they don't see all the stuff that Matt's doing.
Yeah.
Matt just had to step away for a sec. But they don't get to see all that side of it. I mean, I know there's a window there.
Yeah.
But they don't see the day to day. They don't see him here early and doing his thing and, potentially mashing in or anything like that. But it's a lot of times they walk up, they order their beer, and then that's it. They don't understand the story behind it. So what, at least for both of you guys, what's the hardest part of just running a brewery or just even running the brew house? Well, what do you guys feel like? Whoever wants to go first.
I'll start, and then you can segue in, Matt. But I think for me as CEO, owner of a business, and probably anything in life, you got to have a good team for things to be successful. You're only as good as the person next to you.
Yeah.
And I mean, these guys grind, man. I mean, Matt's here in the evening all the time with the people. Monday through Friday, we open at 4:00. Right now, World Cup's a little different. We open up early for all the games, but typically our hours are 4 to 10, and then Saturdays and Sundays, depending on our league scheduling, either 8 to 10 or 12 to 10, whatever it may be. They don't see Matt here at 5:00 in the morning, carrying 55, a pallet of 55-pound grain bags in, to mill in. They don't see him moving 64 kegs like we have to do today into the walk-ins, and all the sweat and blood and tears of making the beer and creating a space that is good for the people and for them to enjoy. And so for me as an owner, I see that, another guy that should be highlighted is Anthony, our GM. He's got a young family and he's here 90 hours a week. He is here nonstop, open to close. And Matt, same way, he's here nonstop, open to close. Demo, Charles, there's so many guys on our team that are the reason, they're the structure and the bones to what this place is. They only, the community, the guests, our members, our friends that come in, they only see the good times, right? Where okay, the work's been done, now we're having a pint, we're socializing, we're having a, we're sitting down with them having a beer, but all that sweat, blood, and tears that goes in 100%. To make it happen, that's all these guys. That's the team. That's Matt. That's Anthony and the crew that are the foundation of this business.
Yeah, so. And before we talk, Matt jumps in just because even the owners too, that people don't see, especially when you first start a business, you might have had to miss birthdays, or you might have had to miss weddings or other family events or stuff like that because. Hey, I have to be here. Yeah. And but some people don't always understand that part. Yeah. But go ahead, Matt.
I mean, I'm able to be here right now because I know I have my team in there moving all those kegs into the walk-in for me, and I know it will get done. I didn't even ask them to do it. I just know that stuff's getting done. So you can't do it alone. And the crew we have is why we get it all done. I love this place. I will keep showing up at 5:00 in the morning if I have to get it done. I missed a camping trip. My family went to Yosemite, and I was here, and they knew, and they support me, which is great. That helps too, having family that supports you. But they're also here. They're in the other room. My girls are in the other room right now, and they love it here too. We're treated like family. That's the biggest thing. But you said it all. Without the right team, I mean, and especially Anthony, this place would come to a screeching halt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the culture of being in a place that you enjoy being at, and I say this because I look out there and this one, I said, we'll close the roll up because we have 5 of our employees out there training on the soccer fields. You know, when for me as an owner, when you see your employees come to the place of business where they're employed when they don't have to be here, that's a positive thing.
Oh, hell
right?
yeah.
If you enjoy being here, and I'm like, hey, or they're clocking out and they're like, hey, I'll take out that. No, don't do that. You don't have to do that. We got guys, but they refuse to not help. Yeah. They refuse to not help. It's like, guys, you don't have to do that. We got the crew's here. No, I want to help my teammate out. I got him, you know? And it's like, that's the type of culture that makes a place like this thrive. When everybody buys in to the fact that if you walk by and there's a piece of trash on the ground, it doesn't matter if you're the owner, the entry-level employee, the brewer, we're bending over to pick it up because we care about the place that much.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's a testament to what you built.
It's again, man, it's teamwork. I think from the get-go, it's like, this is the vision and everybody is passionate about what we do here and what we provide for the community. And so it makes it easy. You know, this is we have a team of people that I feel like when they wake up, they don't have that pit in their stomach. Like, I got to go to work today. Yeah. I feel like they're like, let's freaking go. Well, let's go.
And that's the way it should be. Because I hate that. Yeah. Like, I've been in the insurance industry for 19 years. It took 14 of those to figure out, like, for me to find actually something that I love to do. Yeah. And I love what I do. I love the training, but I get to do this, or I get to come here and pick your brain and talk to you and hear about your story and hear Matt's story. Yeah. And when I was a kid, did I ever think I was going to be doing insurance or even something like this? Hell no. But I mean, like, my dad's in radio, used to be in radio. So I guess I kind of, maybe that's where the mics kind of came in. But I love it. And again, it's a testament to what you guys have, like, the entire group has built together, because without one, like you said, it's not love without one or the other. Was that as that Married with Children?
Yeah. Bringing it back.
Yeah. 2 more questions. If you could bring something back from when you were a kid that's not around anymore, what would it be?
Ooh. I mean, I'm going to go this wasn't even too long ago. And there's probably, because I'm not a gamer, but we spent a lot of time on our Nintendo, like Mario Kart. There was the old track and field when you had the A button and the B button and the little cross.
Jumping over the little things. Yeah.
I remember Contra. The Contra was like up, down, left, right, right. And you get like an infinity of players. And like that old school Nintendo for me was a lot of fun. And I don't game anymore, but God, I just remember so many memories of like Super Mario Brothers and Zelda and like all these old school games that were a lot of fun for me. So, yeah.
I did a lot of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure stuff.
Oh, same, yeah.
That's probably what I'd bring back. I could get all what I had back when I was a kid.
Yeah, I wish I still had them.
Yeah.
They're probably worth a lot of money right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
TMNT stuff. Yeah. Toys.
I want to ask you, like, what were games are you into?
I mean, a lot of retro stuff. I mean, but like more modern stuff is like roguelikes and stuff. Like you build your character up throughout the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I like where it's like endless runs.
Okay.
If you can do it to survive. Yeah. One life, you're done. You start all the way over. Like, that's kind of brings it back to how old school gaming was.
Yeah.
You really like, you either beat it in one session or you start over the next day and try again.
You know what's great? Like, did you ever play? It was like on the Game Gear, and I think it was on the Genesis too. But the Lion King game.
Oh God!
Like, I remember playing
notoriously one of the hardest games ever.
Yeah, and I never knew it was like I knew it was hard because it took me forever to beat that game. Because again, there was no saving. You just had to try to get as many lives as you could and make it to the end.
Yep.
And then when able to get there and make it, and then watching a Mojo Plays video, and it's like one of the top 2 hardest games of all time. Like, well, I beat it.
There you go.
It makes me feel accomplished.
Nice.
But yeah, I love like Uncharted, all the Uncharted games, but the old Tomb Raider games as a kid, and then even like all the Zelda games.
Yeah,
I'm super stoked about Ocarina of Time being remade.
Yeah.
Might have got a little teary-eyed when I saw the trailer on YouTube. I was like, no, but it was great. Last question. If you had to describe yourselves in one word, what would it be?
I got 2 words, and I
was gonna say, if you're about to say the suck it thing, I was like, I'm in.
No, I think I'm torn between passion and enthusiasm, but I'm going to go with enthusiasm because I think that
I can see that.
I don't know, man. I'm passionate about a lot of things, but enthusiasm is like you gotta muster energy all the time, and like you have to have that it's almost like a contagious aura.
Yeah.
And sometimes as leaders, I think you have to fight to get it. Sometimes you're tired, you're exhausted. Like I said, my guilty pleasure sometimes is having a marathon of watching an episode of something, and I don't sleep at night. So I don't sleep well because my brain is constantly racing. I ADHD, I'm OCD, I have all these things that like my brain won't calm down. But when you step into the building and the people are here to support your business and are your friends and your family and your employees and your crew, you got to find energy. And that's that enthusiasm of what we do. And I guess it's passion too. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't show signs of weakness and go for it because you love this. And I don't know, it's just finding that enthusiasm within you to just keep going.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. What about you, Matt?
I was trying to think while you're talking too, but I went straight to like unique.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just because there's no one like me.
Yeah.
My story. I was also going to say like interesting, but it seems a little like pat myself on the backy.
Hey, pat yourself on the back, man.
You know, like I'm a brewer, love video games, music, all that stuff. Yeah. Like there's just one of me.
Yeah,
that's it. And but yeah, I mean, I'm passionate about some stuff, but not as passionate as you.
Yeah,
by any means.
We're all,
but I surround myself with like good people.
Yeah.
Unique. I'm just going unique.
Okay.
I thought it was say beer because it makes freaking good beer.
Yeah.
That's
I like it.
Way.
Unique's good.
Yeah.
Unique's good.
And I was going to say, like, if there was a word to describe it, infectious.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That is a good word.
Yeah, that is a good one.
And then for you, it's like calm. But no, I was going to say steady.
Yeah.
Really, because it just seems like you have that. No matter how bad the day gets, I feel like you're calm, cool, and kind of collected.
Sometimes. Yeah. I can be that way.
We all have our days.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I do solve some problems here.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it
is. He wears a lot of hats. Yeah. You know how he talked about computer stuff?
Yeah.
Like when we have tech problems, like, Maddie, are you busy at the brewery right now? Yeah. We need help out here fast.
Yeah.
I think I get that from my dad. Like, I think it's just like, I see a problem and I know there's a way to fix it.
Yeah.
I will figure it out, whether I know anything about it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I ripped that whole slushy machine apart and fix that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to do this. And like,
it needed a new belt.
Needed
and
this,
I'm like,
this.
Where the heck are we going to get that? And he says, they probably got it at like an auto parts store. I'll figure it out. Sure as shit, I get back and he's got it fixed.
Yeah.
I'm like, you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean,
how'd you do
awesome.
That? Yeah.
That's just how I am. Like, I got to have, there's ways to fix stuff.
Yeah.
Sound, like the speaker systems. We have Brew Co system, like we have 30,000 square feet here. We have 6 zones of speaker systems and all kinds of stuff. And it's like constantly calling on this guy to come and fix the sound. So,
and just real quick before we wrap up, you were talking about like how sometimes like, cause your brain's always going and like sometimes you can't sleep at night because of it. And I feel the same way because whether it's at work, and no, not really work. I think about the show more because as soon as I clock out from work, I don't really think about it that much. But when I'm thinking about this and trying to think like, man, like I don't want to get stale. Like I don't want it to be the same repetitive thing every week because I again, once you slow down or once you stop, I feel like that's when the decline happens.
For sure.
And I feel like you and I, like, well, even like, because there's times when I'm tired and I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do this today.
Yeah.
But I make myself get up and I get over there. And after like, as soon as I set everything up and we sit down and start talking, it all goes away.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's probably, there's days when you're like, you said earlier, I need an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You get out of bed, you get here and you're like, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, let's make this happen. So I love that.
For sure.
But
for sure.
I want to thank both of you and your wife and Hazy and
Oakley.
I thought it was Oakley, but I was like, I don't want to say the wrong name just in case.
thank you guys. And thank you like to your entire staff, but for, creating such a family here. But thank you for letting me come down and talk to you guys and hear your story, because if it motivates one person to get out there and try something different, that's all that matters to me. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
And vice versa, man. Thank you. Thank you for reaching out, and thank you for, like help. These things help us too. Like you have a network of people that have never heard of 1852 and maybe even Visalia, California, and so we hope that it inspires someone to reach for the stars, man, and do what you do and find your passion and go for it. So.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Speaking of reaching for the stars, you guys remember the movie Be Cool?
Be Cool.
Yeah, with Vince Vaughn, The Rock's in it.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, as you said, reach for the stars, I was going to say, we're going to end it with Twinkle, Twinkle, baby. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it was a blast. I love hearing their story, man, and I love how they, like, for Jeremy, like him seeing this vision of what Visalia, like something like this that Visalia needed, and how like in just incorporating like the football part of it, the soccer part of it into like his vision, like footy and brews, and then it coming together with 1852 Brew Co. Like, you can, I'm sure you guys could hear it, but you get just hearing that passion and hearing how much they both care. Like Jeremy, like, he wants Matt to make great beer, and he wants, which he does. And Jeremy also like is seeing the full vision of the indoor soccer fields, his love of soccer and all of that. And like, man, I love hearing that stuff. Like, that's so motivating to me to just constantly strive for more. Like, if you're not living your life that way, if you're not living your life where it's like, man, I gotta do something. I need to do something. You're just content not being anything, but just doing what you're doing, and like being like, if you're unhappy, you got to do something, man. You got to try to do something more in life, even if you fail, because a lot of times we do, which is, hey, but at least you tried, and like you're able to look at yourself, and and if maybe you won't, maybe you'll be successful. Just do so, like find something you love and just do it. Like I said, you don't have to quit your job. You can just find something to subsidize your happiness. You know what I mean? There's something out there for everybody. So, was it never give up, never surrender? But I don't know what it was. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got? Next week's episode is Reformation. Got to talk with Kyle. I'm excited for you guys to hear that one. It was a great time. Yeah, it was just a blast. So, all right. What else we got? Yeah, I think that's all I got right now. I'm a little behind on episodes. The Sam one will be out the week after that. I'm going to be recording with Greg from the Craft Beer Republic show in a few weeks. Also, I think, August 3rd, I'm going to be recording with my boy, Less Hate More Lager. Cody Sherwood's coming back. I haven't had him on in a while, so I was excited to talk to him. And on the week of the 7th, I'm going to be recording with Lake Arrowhead and Bear Trap Brewing. So Lake Arrowhead, obviously out at Lake Arrowhead, and then Miguel from Bear Trap. I'm super stoked. It's going to be a fun time. Going to be in Big Bear. So going to start loading up on some episodes, baby. Twinkle, twinkle. All right. I'm going to try to go back to sleep for a little bit. Maybe have some, I don't know. Maybe have coffee. Maybe make a wet burrito. Who knows? All right. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your week. Enjoy Shark Week, mother effers. All right. Love you guys. And don't forget to support local, drink local, and find your beer. Cheers.